Good evening, everybody. It is 12:05. It is May the 30th. Let's go ahead with our midnight report, and I think I may have to go live, but I'm not sure. We're still waiting on one more regular earthquake center. There was a 2.6 Western Mediterranean Sea at 6.2 miles in depth, a 3.9 Halmara at 12.4 miles in depth, a 3.1 Western Australia, 130 miles east of Stoneville, and that came in at 1.2 miles in depth. I'm going to shut off the alarm, guys. There was a 3.7 Java, Indonesia at 6.2 miles in depth, a 2.1 Greater Los Angeles area, 3 miles northwest of Glen Avon at 1.8 miles in depth. There was a 2.3 Northern California, 7 miles north of Morgan Hills at 2.4 miles in depth. A 3.8 the Gulf of Alaska, 158 miles southeast of Kodiak at 13.6 miles in depth. Now there was a 2.2 downgraded to a 2.1 Greater Los Angeles area, 9 miles northwest of Riverside, and that came in at 1.8 miles in depth. A 4.1 Eastern Honshu, Japan, and that came in at 102 miles in depth. There was a 3.0 Chile, a 34.1 mile in depth. A 4.3 Southern Bolivia at 149 miles in depth. A 3.6 off the coast of Costa Rica at 1.8 miles in depth. A 4.8 northern Peru at 9 miles in depth. A 3.4 Chile at 91 miles in depth. A 4.1 Indonesia at 6.2 miles in depth. A 3.1 northern Alaska, that was 170 miles north of Nome, and that came in at 1.2 miles in depth. A 3.0 Costa Rica at 13.6 miles in depth. A 2.5 Central California, and that came in 5 miles south of Bishop, and that was at 3.7 miles in depth. And then the 3.8 off the shore of El Salvador at 9.9 miles in depth. Now I'm still waiting on confirmation, at least one more, for an earthquake they say that occurred in Chile. EMSC had it starting at a 5.1 and downgraded it to a 5.0. I'm still waiting on one more earthquake center. I will go live with this when it happens. All right. God bless you and yours. Please be safe out there. Thank you so much for taking the time out of your busy day to be following these earthquake reports. You guys are totally awesome. Sweet dreams. God bless. I will be back if this 5.0 actually happened. 2 thumbs up for you guys. Have a great evening.